Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria and I'm a writer and professionally trained perfumer, and on this channel I share my recommendations when it comes to books, when it comes to perfumes, and just my knowledge about fragrance industry because it's quite a secretive world, and I like to kind of open up its doors to others. So today, however, I'm going to talk about my favorite fragrances that sum up the end of the year for me. This past few months, I've been wearing 5 perfumes in rotation, and I realized that it was interesting how they represented different choices. In all cases, these were very comforting, tender perfumes that made me feel good, that lifted my spirits when I fell down, and so I would like to share them with you. So the first one is maybe an unexpected choice for winter, but it's Hermès Eau de Narcisse Bleu, and it's almost like a cologne. It's really like a green iris narcissus type of note. If you know that effect, that's sort of like woody, leathery, and green. And here in this fragrance, and in general, I have to say, narcissus is not typically a floral note in perfumery. It's more like a green leathery note. It has a really beautiful facet. Here it's explored so nicely in this very fresh and at the same time complex and layered green accord. So it's my fragrance, my staple for all year round. And it feels just so uplifting, especially that first moment when I put it on. And it lasts really well. Then I have a classic. It's Chanel Bois, and it's a classical fragrance. I've been wearing it for many years, and what I like about this perfume that blends classical Chanel aldehydes, those materials that smell a bit like starch or waxy, but really to me feel like champagne sparkles. And the combination of these notes with woods and then also musk and soft gingerbread spices in this fragrance is just so inviting, elegant, polished, and really evocative. Complex fragrance, and maybe it takes some getting used to it, but it's really worth trying. Then I have a niche favorite from Neela Vermeire. It's a fragrance called Niral, and the combination of iris and cardamom and pink peppercorns in this fragrance is really quite charming. The start is effervescent and bright, but as the fragrance develops, it gains lots of layers and it becomes quite dark, despite the fact that it has all these bright spices in it, as well as tea notes and iris. The woody layers are really soft and comforting, enveloping, really quite lovely. It lasts really well. You need only a small amount, and it really goes a long way. Then another fragrance where a little goes a long way is Sege Lutens Ambre Sultan. And it's a fragrance that's really the classical gold standard amber perfume with an interesting facet provided by aromatic herbal notes like oregano, that type of effect. And the combination of spicy, comfortous herbal notes and warm, sweet amber is really elegant, and they play off each other in a really interesting way. This fragrance, to me, is the ultimate winter perfume. It feels so warm, so inviting, and I keep mentioning these adjectives again and again when I describe my favorites, but it's really what I've been craving these days, something that feels like cocooning, comforting, and tender. So this fragrance is just really one of the best of that style. And then finally, a fragrance which to me is very feminine and voluptuous, lush, and it's Frédéric Malle Lipstick Rose. It's the fragrance that really captures the scent of vintage lipstick, the rose, a very rich rose berry note that really makes up the classical lipstick accord. And it does so here with an interesting twist of vetiver. And vetiver smells woody and a little bit salty, licorice-like. So it offsets the sweetness of the rose and berry in this composition and makes it really vibrant and layered and rich. It's a fragrance that also you don't need a little to create like a big sillage, but it feels really long lasting and lingering. I would have to warn that it's on the powdery side, so if you don't like powdery perfumes, I don't think this will work for you. On the other hand, if you like vintage retro style of fragrances, then this is a great choice because it smells retro without being too much of, just associated with any particular time. Just really a timeless composition, in my opinion. As always, I like to hear what fragrances you're wearing, what you're enjoying, and please leave me a comment. And as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.